I've seen Todd when he's guilty. I've seen him when he isn't. Now, if he did this, I just don't think that he would be quite so upset when he got busted.
Yeah, right. Well, with the frat house rape, he was awfully smug.
Yeah, and very closed-mouthed. Nobody could even pry anything out of him. I can't shut that guy up right now. Can you imagine me taking righteous indignation from Todd Manning?
No.
No.
I'll tell you, if I was a gambler, I would bet that his alibi pans out.
Can I quote that in my late edition?
No. No. You can't quote me on that, because this case is about one spark away from blowing right up in my face, so I don't need you striking a match.
Well, maybe you noticed before, but I wasn't the only reporter in that hallway.
Yeah, but you're the only one in my squad room right now.
Can we stick to the point?
The point is, just let me do my job.
Oh, take it easy.
Look, Bo, your suspect has a real knack for making enemies, especially among the press, which is why Congressman Graham's finding such a receptive audience for his low opinions on the quality of this investigation.
Which is why I have to be extra careful. I have to nail the right guy.
You have to be careful not to tick off one of the overlords of your job security.
If I let Graham tell me how to do my job, then I should just quit right now and save him the opportunity to fire me later on. But the thing is, I don't quit. Hey, whoa, wait, where are you going? I'm gonna go do my damn job.
Well, I thought that went well. Don't you?
Okay. You want to lay it out for me? What is the matter with Bo?
How are you doing? Did you get any sleep last night? Oh, Barbara, I know. Well, you just need to put all of your energy into getting better. Uh-huh. Barbara, you cannot wait for an arrest to start your healing. Look, can I stop by later at the hospital just to see how you're doing? Great. Okay. Bye.
Barbara Graham?
Yeah. She was so good to me and Star. She made me feel like Star had her own personal medical bodyguard.
Yeah, it must make it even harder to deal with what she's going through.
You know, I just feel awful using that situation, taking advantage of it like that. It's horrible, but it's so complicated.
Yeah, well, things just got a little more complicated. I just got some news that will bear directly upon your plans.
What?
Ian Armitage is dead.
The EMTs in the ambulance said that Kevin had burns and abrasions and broken bones. But they're worried about internal injuries.
Oh, hey, Cass, the doctors are taking care of him now. He's gonna be okay.
They haven't said anything to us since we brought him in here. And smoke inhalation. They said he had smoke inhalation.
Honey, just hang in there, okay? Just hang in there. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, my throat feels like sandpaper. Otherwise, I'm fine.
Okay, guys, Detective Bolton over there would like to question each of us.
Well, Mo, the house burned down. The Stonecliffe and my grandmother are both dead. What is there to ask about?
Exactly that. Dorian, are you okay with this?
They do have to get to the bottom of things, don't they? And the truth does have to come out, doesn't it?
One life to live.
You're telling me Mrs. Kramer has been alive all these years? Living up at the old house? I'm sorry, Mrs. Lord, but, I remember when your folks died. I was young, but I remember. It was a big deal in this town. There were a lot of people that were very... well, I guess it's appropriate that I offer my condolences to you on the loss of your mother. Again.
Thank you very much, Detective Bolton.
Apparently, Miss Stonecliffe fabricated the plane crash story and the supporting evidence to protect Sonia Kramer.
Bodies that the fire marshal found upstairs at the house this afternoon, I'm sorry, Mrs. Lord. It was Charlotte Stonecliffe and Sonia Kramer, right?
Yes. Dr. Kramer had been in his grave all these years, although the cause of death is not the same as indicated there. But Sonia had been in the house. Charlotte Stonecliffe's old room's upstairs.
All this time?
Stonecliffe had spent most of her life protecting Sonia from the consequences of what Sonia had done to her husband almost 30 years ago.
There are forensic indications of some violence prior to the fire. Can you tell me anything about that?
No. Thank you. I'll answer that. What happened was a consequence of my actions. I killed my mother.
Max, it's just so awful. So pointless. What was Ian thinking going off that blizzard flying a jet? My God, it's my fault.
Blair, not everything that happens in this world is because of you.
You don't understand. I am the one that told Ian that Kelly was in Canton, and I made a very big point. In fact, she asked Joey Buchanan to go. And I did it on purpose, just to make Ian jealous so I could score some points.
Okay, fine. It's your fault.
You know, if you can't feel sorry for the man that's dead, would you have a little sympathy for me?
I am trying to show you a little sympathy.
He's dead, Max. It's my fault.
Oh, would you stop? Kelly left messages all over town. Ian was bound to get one of them. Know where she went, probably even know who she was with.
I am the one that told Ian.
He made up his own mind. He knew what the weather was like. He knew his chances. He went up in that plane. At least he died making his own decisions.
Oh, that's a great comfort, Max. He's dead.
Yes, he's dead. And at the risk of sounding insensitive, I think you are missing the major implications here.
Kelly probably...
The implications are about you.
What implications?
Where is your head? You just lost the biggest gun you have in your fight against Todd.
When I told Maggie about Ian, I could barely get those words out.
She must be devastated.
I can't feel this, you know. I can't absorb this. I'm supposed to put together a memorial service. I don't know where to begin.
Hey, that sounds normal. You're in shock.
I do this kind of thing all the time. I can handle this, and
Ian wasn't another one of your parishioners. He was a member of your family.
Oh, yeah. A family that's getting smaller all the time.
Why don't you give yourself some time to just mourn him? Miss him, get mad at him, whatever you need to do, but don't worry about the details right now of the memorial service. Give yourself some time.
I've really missed you.
I missed you.
You know, the last couple of years, they've been... I haven't liked them very much.
Yeah, I know.
My father died, and then my wife left me to turn my life upside down. Found out I had a cousin that I didn't know I had, which was really wonderful. And now he's gone, and never really got a chance to know him about the only bright spot in that whole period. It's you. It's you. And a belief that we would be able to work toward a future together. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me how Todd handled everything when you told him that you were leaving.
Time. I'm here with you, right? I mean, that's what matters.
Well, what did he say?
I really don't want to talk about Todd.
No, I just want to know that you're not in any kind of trouble, all right?
Oh, I don't think so, no.
I'm gonna assume that you're aware of his legal situation, right?
Yes. Look, I'm just gonna say this, okay? I'm on the case.
As in,
As in, I am Todd's legal counsel regarding any possible charges and trial in the rape of Barbara Graham. It's why I was late getting here. They were questioning him at the PD. And,
How could you do that?
he needed representation.
He needed representation? How could you do that? Just like that? When you talk about this man as if he is an indigent who was picked up for loitering.
Yes. I mean, no. Look, it wasn't just like that, okay? I thought long and hard.
Spare me
before
the nuts.
Andrew,
Andrew? Have you heard about Ian's accident?
yes, I have. I have.
Just wanted to tell you how sorry I am.
I appreciate that.
Tia, I'm glad to find you here, too.
Oh?
I have a few questions about the events leading up to Barbara Graham's rape.
I can't believe you're asking that question.
Oh, come on, Nora, that's not so off the wall. Look, it's no secret. There's been some stress between you guys.
Okay. For the first time in a long time, Bo and I are on the same page of the same playbook. So if you're suggesting that I have anything to do with his foul mood, I will tear your head off.
Yeah, I got that. Can I have it back now?
Sorry.
Look, Nora, I'm glad that you two are on the same page, okay? It's just that I think that he's wound just a little too tight.
Well, you would be too if you were in his position.
Look, all I'm saying is I think he needs to, just pull back on his stress level a notch or two.
Are you saying that I'm adding to his stresses?
Would you listen to me? And don't be so defensive. What I am saying to you is if there's anything you can do to help him throttle back, do it.
If I could figure out how, I wouldn't be standing here right now with you.
That's callous, Max, even for you.
I'm just calling it the way I see it.
Ian is dead. All my plans for him and his money and all of our little games seem to be a little irrelevant to the situation here. Is that all his death means to you?
Absolutely not.
he was also good enough to die before I could pay back that $750,000 I owed him. Of course, if he died when he was 90, I probably still wouldn't have been able to pay him back by then.
Listen to you!
Listen to you! Have you forgotten that this is about your kid?
I'm sorry. But I thought it was about the sudden and sad death of a very young, healthy man.
Oh, get over it. Everybody dies. Old people, young people, healthy people, sick people, everybody. No one gets out of this world alive, Blair. That's the way it goes. You got to work with what you got, and what you got right now is an ace up your sleeve in the fight to win your daughter, and it's time to play that card.
You mean blowing Todd's alibi out of the water?
Oh, we are speaking the same language. For a while there, I thought I lapsed into Portuguese or something.
Well, yeah, Max, you know, I would like to play that card, but I'm sorry I'm not as cynical as you are. And, you know, I really don't think that I should perjure myself.
Oh, hey, perjury. Who said anything about perjury?
Wait a minute, I do know where Todd was, thank you very much, when Barbara was raped.
So just blow up a little smoke. You can do it. You're the best. I mean, the whole point of this little exercise is not to get you in trouble.
Well, it certainly seems where all the roads lead these days, right?
Blair, Ian's dead. You don't seem to realize that you have lost access to your major resource in your fight against Todd. What you have right now is this. You and Todd alone in a room while Barbara Graham is brutally beaten and raped in a hospital parking lot. Now, I know I sound cynical, but I don't think it could happen to a nicer guy. You've got an opportunity to get your daughter back. It's time to use it.
You are giving me a headache.
Blair, come on. Hey, look. I know what will help, what ails you. Now, you just need to go see Bo as soon as you can. As a friend, I'm telling you. You don't want to get to a point where you look back on this chance and regret not exploiting this opportunity to help your child. Believe me.
I did what I had to do to protect my daughter, Detective. You see, my mother was insane. She had struck my daughter with a fireplace poker and knocked her to the ground. I got the poker away from her, but my mother reached over and grabbed a hold of a bronze statue with a marble base, and I saw her pick it up to strike my daughter the same way that I saw her kill my father. I couldn't let that happen. I grabbed the statue away from my mother.
And?
And in the struggle, I struck her on the head.
There were witnesses?
I killed my mother in the presence of my daughter Cassie, my niece Kelly, and Mr. Hayes here. Excuse me, but right now, my only concern is how what I've done has affected my girls. Will you please excuse me?
Yes, of course, I understand.
Thank you.
How is he, Doctor?
Well, Mr. Buchanan hasn't regained consciousness yet, but I do have to tell you, he is lucky to be alive.
The doctor in the ambulance, they said something about his spine. I mean, what does that mean? Kevin's a real active guy.
The ambulance crew was very, very careful about stabilizing his spine before transfer. And we ran some neurological tests here, and his spine is intact. However, he does have a borderline fracture of the skull. He has 3 broken ribs, and he has second-degree burns on his legs, and on his arms, and on one shoulder. It's about 30% of his body.
What does that all mean for him?
Well, the next 24 hours should tell us most of what we need to know about his prognosis.
But as of now?
Well, he's in critical condition. Mr. Buchanan, I think perhaps you should let your family know.
I'll call my parents.
Have you been checked out? Have you been examined?
Yeah, it's just my throat's a little raw. Okay. I'm fine. My name is phone.
Do you want company?
No. Stay here with Cassie.
Dr. Fisher, is there a way that I can see Kevin?
Sure. Only for a minute or two. Doctor?
Clip Buchanan.
Dad, it's me.
Oh, finally. We've been worried sick about you guys.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're the one who picked up.
Well, how's things going? I mean, where are you? How's everything?
Well, Dad, something terrible happened. There was a fire at the farmhouse that we were at, and we got caught in it.
Where's your brother?
See, one of the ceilings started to collapse, and, well, Kevin saw that Cassie was in danger, so he rushed over and tried to push her out of the way, and, well...
Joey, is he alive?
Yeah. Mel and I got him out of there and outside as soon as we could. I'm sorry. Okay, he's in critical condition. He has burns and broken bones. And he's suffering from smoke inhalation.
Are you all right?
Yes. Dad, the doctor said you and Mom should come right away.
All right.
Dad, do you understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, Joey, I understand. How's the weather there?
Well, it stopped snowing. What's it like on your end?
That's better. It's better. Look, your mother should be here in a few minutes now. I'll get Pa's plane ready, and we'll be there as soon as we can.
So you're gonna call Mom? You want me to call her at the house for you?
No. I'll let her know as soon as she gets here.
All right. Dad.
Joey. Look, we're gonna be okay. All of us. We'll be okay.
Hey, they said they'd be here in a few hours.
Did you speak to Vicky?
No, Dad.
How did he take it?
Really bad. My mom's gonna take it 10 times worse. You know, when I saw them put him in the ambulance, I looked at him, and it wasn't even Kev. It was like his clothes and the shape of his body, but Kevin wasn't there. And when I look back in that room and I see that guy on that bed, he's not there either. And I need him to be here and tell me what to do, Kelly. I need him to come back and be himself again. I just don't know how to do life without my big bro.
I need you. I need you to live. I need you to come back to me. Okay? So don't die.
Well, how lucky for you that you found me.
Well, somebody gave me a tip.
And your source led you to believe that I may have information relevant to your investigation?
Well, given your close relationship with Todd, I thought maybe you could shed some light on his state of mind prior to the attack.
My close relationship is that I'm his wife. You can't ask me to testify against him.
Counselor, come on. I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves now. I'm not talking about testimony. I'm talking about information. Just a few friendly questions.
Questions about a case in which I represent your main suspect. Any information I have is privileged.
That's assuming that you learned it while you were acting as counsel. If you happened to witness something pertinent prior to that, then things might be a whole lot different. But, like I said, we're just talking about a few friendly questions, so if you change your mind, you know where to find me. Andrew, once again, I'm sorry. If there's anything I can do, anything you need, let me know, okay?
Why did Poe come to me? Oh, Andrew. What did you say to him?
Tomorrow.
Bo would never come to me spontaneously. He knows 20 reasons why I wouldn't want to say anything to him right off the top of his head.
Are you asking me something?
I'm asking you, why would he think I'd have anything to say to him?
Because he knows that something big happened between you and Todd this evening.
How does he know that?
Because I led him to believe that.
I spoke to you in confidence.
And I kept the confidence. I want to protect you. I have no interest in protecting Todd Manning. Apparently, that's your job.
Yes, it is my job. Personal issues aside, it is my job. How could you do that,
How
Andrew?
could I do what? What? Let's just not forget that there's a woman in a hospital bed, raped, who identified Todd Manning as her rapist. Let's not forget that. You know, I have obligations.
What do you have?
I have conflicting obligations to this woman, to you, to the church, to the law.
Yeah?
I balance them, these obligations, the
By
best way I
betraying me! By betraying me!
know. Second, is that what you think I
Yes!
did?
I trusted you with my life. I left Todd because I trusted you,
I told
Andrew.
you that I loved you. I trusted you with my heart. I believed you when you said you left him. And now I find out there's one nagging detail. You're going to represent him in not one, but 2 criminal cases.
What does that have anything to do with you breaking my confidence to the commissioner of police?
Todd. Todd is what it has to do with. My dawning realization that no matter how much I love you, you will never be free of this man.
I don't know what to do. Turning Todd's problem to my advantage is a piece of cake, but
nothing.
Come on, you can't bring Ian back from the dead. You can't undo Barbara Graham's suffering. These are things beyond your control.
Well, you know, Max, I would like to think that there's something I can control.
There is something you can control. Getting your daughter back. You have the means at your disposal. You just need to use them.
I really love the fact that you have this confidence in me that I can dance around the truth.
Yes, I do.
You make some insults sound like flattery. I tell you what, Max, when I put my money down, I want to win.
Oh, so you're saying you want to know the odds?
I don't give a damn about the odds. I want guarantees, Max.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, then fine. I'll just do a little casual nosing around town and see if you are likely to cash in on this bet, okay?
How?
Let it go, Blair. Surrender a little control here, huh? Don't sweat each and every detail.
floor with Sonia trying to get her to respond. I didn't want to intrude. After all, she was her mother. The girls went downstairs and said Sonia needed help. Kevin and Joey were involved with Cassie. She was bleeding from a head wound. Charlotte Stonecliffe came upstairs. We left her with Sonia. I just wanted to try and get Dorian out of there and call for an ambulance. And as we left, she bolted the door behind us. We tried to get back in, but that's when we smelled the smoke.
You think Charlotte started the fire?
Well, Stonecliffe spent her entire life raising and protecting Sonia. I think she decided it was better to die up there with her than face the consequences when the truth came out. She dedicated her whole life to a single purpose. When Sonia was gone, that purpose was extinguished. Whether she decided to take all of us with her, I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, boy. This day is only a couple hours old. Already it must be a nightmare. Andrew's in a state, I'm in a state. There's all these crises here at the paper, and I have to go pick up Star, and now the editor-in-chief is standing in my office at this hour in the morning. That must be bad, right?
Yes, it is.
Tell me.
Vicky, we have to go to Canton. Kevin's been hurt.
Hey, pretty good broken field running there, partner.
Not quite good enough to get around Hank the Cannon Gannon, though, right?
Oh, I'm not looking to make my problems your problems.
But you're gonna make your problems my problems.
That's what friends are for.
Go.
Look, in the short time that you were out, Graham called down here 3 times asking, when are you going to arraign Todd? Now, you got to give me something to tell the man.
Tell him to kiss.
Something that's not profane. And I got to give it to him soon.
There are 2 lines of investigation here. They do not intersect. Excuse me.
Come on, give me some more.
One points to a motive for Todd raping Barbara Graham. The other points to a solid alibi for the time that she was assaulted.
You leaning one way or the other?
No, not a bit.
Come on, Bo, you got to give me something to tell the man.
Tell him if he wants to help this investigation, he should sponsor a bill that allows thumb screws and bamboo shoots when questioning a suspect. Otherwise, just stay out of my way.
And I'm supposed to deliver that message.
You tell him to call me, and I'll tell him myself. No. I cannot deal with this right now. Sorry.
I will be free of Todd. For my own good.
Don't do anything on my account.
What was that before about our working toward the future?
A little while ago, it seemed possible.
We both have a lot to think about. I'm going home.
Home? Where would that be?
Home. To Todd's penthouse.
I knew something like this was going to happen, Clint. I knew it.
Vicky, please. Now, if you need a target for your anger and for your anxiety, fine, I understand. If you want to blame me for Kevin being in a freak incident and getting hurt, well, that's fine too. Just know that no matter what you say, you can't possibly make me feel any worse than I already do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kevin needs us now anyway. Needs us both.
Yes. The priority is to get to Ken. I already called Pa. The plane will be waiting for us. So why don't you go home, pack a bag, and I'll meet you there.
You folks have been very frank. I appreciate your cooperation. I don't think there's going to be any charges forthcoming. This is a family tragedy. Nobody here to blame. I'm very sorry for your losses, Miss Lord. Also for your daughter's boyfriend. My prayers are with you.
Thank you very much, Detective Bolton.
Thank you.
Thanks. So, do you want to stay here, or shall I try and get us a hotel so you can rest?
Mel, after everything my family's been through, do you really think that I would just leave the girls? Oh, honey.
Stay tuned for scenes from